the shooter, shooting shit the right way.
They didn't want me up, but I got up and nashed up. They didn't want to see me win, but I won and now they fuck. They hate and envy me, but I'm at that shit like what's up. I don't want no smoke, but I still keep it tough. Yeah, they didn't want me up, but I got up and nashed up. They didn't want to see me win.
What it do, man? We live, kicking it with King. Another episode, man. I call my nigga Castro, man, but I'm gonna let him tell the people who he is and who he brought with him, man.
Hey man, it's your boy TFE STRO. I got my cousin with me, Isaac.
What's up?
We both founded TFE Logistics. You got the owner and the CEO.
Yes, sir. Salute, much love, man. Let's take it back, man. Who is Castro?
So me.
My bad, TFE STRO. My bad, bro.
Nah, you good. So me from the east side of Fort Worth, well, southeast, you know. I'm from the Hill. My cousin, he's out the same hood as me. You know, we grew up out the same area, Fort Worth, you know, same city. You know, just trying to make a way.
Already. So you Punkin native, born and bred.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
You ain't never moved nowhere else, never lived nowhere else?
Yeah, I ended up moving to Dallas. My dad went to prison when I was like 15. I ended up moving to Dallas with my mom. My cousin ain't never moved out the hood. He just barely moved out the hood. So I've been staying in Dallas. I'm married. I got a wife. So we stay out here with our kids.
Already. Salute. Congratulations on that, my brother. Let's go back, man. How was school? How was life growing up in the farm? Just a young shit in the mix, man.
Shit.
You looking at Kid from tell me. He know. He was there with you. I was there with you.
So I ended up going to Triple Tech, man. As a kid, I was real smart. I was real in the books and
You went to what?
I went to Triple Tech.
What's that?
It's a high school. It's an academic high school.
Okay.
Like you got to maintain a certain GPA to go there.
Okay.
And so I went to school out there and everything. But just growing up in the city, man, you grow up around, you know, the gang culture, the culture of hustling. You know, that's really what Fort Worth is, man. It's like a gang hustling city. You know, it's real easy to get wrapped up in it. My cousin could tell you, know, he had plenty of opportunities to get wrapped up in that shit, you know. But he never did. You know, he went to the Army and everything, you know, ended up working on wind turbines and stuff. So, you know, when I moved to Dallas, it kind of opened up my eyes to a totally different culture, you know. And so I learned that the world was bigger than just Fort Worth. So once I understood that, it was like, shit, I wanted something more, you know.
Now, let's talk about it. You said you grew up in funky town, Fort Worth, gang culture, hustling. And I've been hearing about this since I've been grown, but growing up, it was like, for me, from being from Dallas, it was like Fort Worth is like going to the burbs. And like in Dallas, it was like, we the trenches.
Yeah.
I'm around the hustlers, the killers, and dealers. So I thought going to Fort Worth was going to safety, going to green pastures, bulls in the field, you know what I'm saying? Fort Worth stockyard. Being from Dallas, and like how you said, Fort Worth was your world.
Yeah.
Being from Dallas, when Dallas is my world, when they show Fort Worth on TV, it's like, okay, that's where the white people are. That's where
Yeah.
That's where it's kind of square. But that's not what it is at all.
Now, so, it's just like any other place. Like, you know, I'm pretty sure people out of town, out of state, you know, they see videos of Dallas and they think the same thing.
Right.
You know, because they going to show you the good of it.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, they doing what they supposed to do, but it's crazy because I remember when I was young, before I moved to Dallas, my cousin Amos, he told me, said, man, be careful, them niggas out there in Dallas crazy. And then I come to Dallas and they like, man, you niggas from Fort Worth crazy. So it was just one of them things, you know, like when you actually tap in with the culture.
That's how it be.
You know,
we locked in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then you realize
you on the feature.
Yeah, you know, so it's just one of them things, man, you know, just a misconception of it all. You know, people not really tapped in with the culture until they start just intermingling. They be like, shit, they just like us.
Just like us.
You know, so.
Ain't nothing the same. Nah, for real, bro. Is there a real beef between Dallas and Fort Worth?
Nah. Nah, that's some made up shit.
That's something for the internet, right?
That's just shit that they doing for clickbait and all that. Yeah. I mean, cause if that was the case, like that's personal situation, like that whole thing with Big X and CJ Casino.
Yeah.
You know, like that. That's
y'all had to be CJ Casino.
Behind that whole chain. You know, the whole chain getting snatched.
Who chain got snatched?
X let CJ use the chain. They talking about that they laid CJ down for the chain. And CJ was like, I ain't get snatched for the chain, my partner did or some shit.
What?
You ain't heard about that?
Man, I'm gonna have to go tap in.
Man,
just give me some new info.
So like really that I feel like that's just personal shit that people let get out of hand, you know, because I mean I go to Dallas, I fuck with all types of Dallas people. Yeah. You know, and everybody, it ain't no secret. It ain't no secret. I'm from Fort Worth, you know, and it ain't nothing but love. So
Shit show that, man. How did the gang culture affect you growing up? Was you influenced by the gang? Did you join gangs out before high school? Was you always this intelligent student? Was you always academically inclined and on that type of stuff?
Yeah, so naturally, yes, I was always academically just locked in. My father made sure that. So it wasn't until his whole situation when I started getting involved with the other side of Fort Worth. Yeah, because it honestly, man, like he kind of just threw me out there to that culture and exposed me, you know, to it. So yeah, I did end up, you know, getting involved with the neighborhood and everything, you know, where my grandmama was at, right there in Echo Heights.
Okay,
you know.
So do you come from a two-parent household or one-parent household? Was it just pops?
No, it's just my pops. My mom gave me up when I was young to my auntie. And then my dad took possession of me and he raised me.
Okay, that's what's up. Goddamn, shout out to the fathers that come through, you know what I'm saying? For real. No matter what, he probably still doing what he doing. He like, that's my son, man.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I got this, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
For sure,
so
for sure.
Happen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But what happened, how did that affect you?
Shit, it was a culture shock. You know, I come from going to school, going to ball, you know, going to play practice, whatever sport I was in at the time, you know, come home. I was used to a certain structure, you know, and then after that, like I had no structure. And then I'm exposed to, you know, what they doing in the trap. At that time, that's when crack had a hold of the city, crack, ice stuff, you know. So I'm in there seeing things for the first time. So, you know, I'm in here like, what the hell going on, you know, and they trying to understand the lingo at the time, you know, like I said, I was going to school and shit, you know, so. But yeah, it was a real big eye opener for me, man. But at the end of the day, you know, I ain't gonna lie, like I tell people, you know, my dad put me in a bad situation, but in all reality, cuz that shit helped me survive though.
Helped you survive.
Yeah.
So when I don't know if you can talk about this, he out of jail now?
Yeah, he's out. He caught parole in January.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you talk about what he did? Was you surprised whatever he went to jail for, or was it something?
Yeah, so when I got older is when I started understanding what he went to prison for. He went for aggravated robbery and aggravated kidnapping. Ended up snatching up this old lady out of Fiesta parking lot, man, while she was putting her groceries in. So basically, my dad was on a real big, my grandmother had passed away shortly before this. That was his whole world. And when she passed away, like he snapped, like he got real big into drugs. So he had a real big addiction. And caught this lady coming out of Fiesta, man. She got in the car, he slid in the back seat, rode around with her, made her go to her house, you know, like, so yeah, type shit. So he ended up going to trial, got 40 years, and he just came home January after doing 20.
Okay, that's good, man. Welcome home, goddamn me, for real. So where did you go when he got locked up?
For a little bit, I was bouncing around. I was at my auntie's, but I was going, you know, I was between my auntie's house, my dad's girl at the time, you know, was staying in the west side. And so like I was bouncing around a lot until I ended up in the foster home. And then from there, I ended up being fostered into a family.
Being fostered into a family?
Mm-hmm.
So was you sad or rebellious, mad? What was the feeling when cause it seemed like he had you on the right path. It seemed like you living a normal lifestyle up until You know, he got. Did that make you angry and lash out to where you wanted to? Like, yeah.
I became very, very, I would say rebellious in the way that, like, the streets was just all I was doing. That's all I was doing. I was just hustling. At this time I started fucking with the music. So like I would just rap, but yeah, like I was confused, man. Like I was hurt because for the first time in my life I was truly alone. You know, like I said, like my cousin would tell you, you know, we come from a big family. You know, like if you put our family together, it's big, but just the discrepancies between our families,
Right.
you know, it started to dwindle down. And then, you know, I come from, you know, being in my grandmama's house every weekend, you know, and the family all having dinner to being in a foster home, you know, which is like a mini prison, to being fostered out, to, you know, just being by myself, you know, having to figure shit out by myself, didn't have nobody.
And did you get to the streets in foster home, before the foster care, after the foster care? When did you get in the streets today?
Right after my dad got locked. So when my dad knew that my dad was on the run, he knew it, and he put me up in a trap house right there off of Nolan in Fort Worth, about a block away from my grandmama.
So in the process of him actually trying to avoid the laws, he started exposing you to the culture and the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, basically with the understanding, like, look, you're gonna have to take care of yourself, you know, and this is basically what I got for you, you know, type shit, so.
There's been a lot of parents do, you know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
How was it being in foster home? You said, what's it called?
Yeah, I was down there in the boys' home in Fort Worth, man. What's co-ed? Man, that shit sucked. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ran away twice. I was actually in there with my boy Ant from the West Side, man. Me, him, and his brother. I knew Ant from the streets, and man, I remember we took off, we ran away, and then like it just got to a point where I told them like, man, I didn't want to be here, so they ended up finding me somewhere to stay.
They ended up finding you somewhere to stay.
Yeah.
They fostered you out or just put you somewhere else?
Nah, they just fostered me out.
Okay, so how was that when you got to actual home? When they fostered you out, that's when you in a home with a family, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How was that like a new family that's supposed to be your family, but these are complete strangers?
Man, that shit don't work like that, cuz.
No?
That shit don't work like that. I mean, you know, a lot of times they do it for the check. You know?
And I never experienced it, I only seen movies. And I be seeing that like people only doing it for the check, but I be hoping that's not the case in real life. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they do it. They do it for a check, you know? Like, so, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, if you're the foster home, you gotta come to the conclusion, like, you're on your own.
You're on your own.
You know, that's just what it is, so. You know, you got kids in there fucking young as hell.
How did that affect you in life? Did that make you stronger? Did that make you pay attention more? Did that make you say, I'm gonna do better? Or
I think it just made me more hateful.
Make you more hateful?
It made me hateful. It made me hateful because like I couldn't understand like why me, like, you know, like I took the victim stance of it. So it made me very hateful and very spiteful, you know, to where because when I got fostered out in Carrollton.
Oh.
So I go to the suburbs, you know, and so like I'm
far away from what you know.
Bro, I'm mad at the world, you know what I'm saying? These damn kids, and you know, and I'm sitting here, these raggedy ass clothes, you know. It made me very hateful, very spiteful, yeah. Yeah.
So, street life. You know how I miss, you know what we talk about, you know what I'm saying? When did you start getting into trouble?
Young.
Young?
Young. What? Well, I wouldn't say young, but like I'm about like 14, 15 years old. Yeah. Yeah, I was young, just hustling, just getting caught up, being stupid.
Being stupid?
Yeah.
Was that your first, was 14, 15 your first run-in with the law?
Yeah, that possession charge, yeah.
That possession charge?
Yeah.
What's the longest time you did?
Continuously 5 years.
5 years. 5 year bid?
Yeah.
Did that change you in any way to make you want to stay? away from?
No, I didn't want nothing deterred me from the streets until this last time I went down. That's when like my whole perspective of life kind of changed because my kids are getting older, you know. And so it affected my son a lot. And I was just like, man, I know how it feels not to have a father like around his age. So that's kind of what deterred me. And then, you know, just going through situations after I got out a couple years ago. It was right before I met you. When I met you, I just got out. And then that's kind of how the business came about, me and my cousin, like just, you know, trying to deter me away from the regular 9 to 5 of not having to feel like I need to hustle to supplement that extra income.
Yeah.
You know, so I want to build and structure something to where it's like, you know, my thoughts are no longer on that, because when you do something for so long, it's a habitual pattern.
Right, it's a pattern.
You know what I'm saying? So when you're working a 9 to 5 and you're struggling, your first thought is, well, shit, I can go push a pack, you know, and I can go make these couple extra dollars to supplement what I'm not getting, you know. But it's like at the end of the day, I'd rather go ahead and focus and implement my time in something that's more constructive, not only for us, but for our children.
And I'm glad you, like, man, I'm glad we doing this interview, because when I first met you, so well spoken, one of the only people that was on the song, like, about his business, about time. And then I started talking to you, and you started telling me about your past. And I'm like, man, this nigga ain't no gangster. Like, this is a well-spoken young man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is greatness, you know what I'm saying? He might be tatted, but this nigga ain't no gangster. Like,
Yeah.
and then talk to him, I'm like, okay, my nigga, hold on, now my nigga G, for real.
Nah,
like,
for real.
But now that I'm interviewing you, I'm talking about you, and I'm getting to learn you a little bit more, I see why you the man you are today. And we all have to bump our heads in some shape, form, or fashion and learn, you know what I'm saying? But you always been this man, like, from a little shit up to now, like, the way you carry yourself, man, niggas can't learn that shit, you know what I'm saying? Not fresh out the pen.
Yeah,
Niggas
nah,
can't
for
learn
sure.
that shit was in you, you know what I'm saying? And you doing great things. Go hard on the music. How did you get to music? Let's talk about the music. How did you get to music?
I got into music through my boy Joey, man. My boy Joey, right there for England. And he was freestyle. That's when Chingo Bling was real popular at this time. We back in high school. I'm a freshman. He was an upperclassman.
Chingo Bling. Is that the Mexican with
Out of H-Town, yeah, Tamale Kingpin.
Okay.
Right, so
Chingo Bling.
yeah, so my boy Joey, like, he was into freestyling and shit, so like he would push me into that shit. And that's how I got into that music. Then when I got to Dallas, I started fucking with some cats. Like I said, I ended up out there in Carrollton, where it just so happened, like, this cat's from all over the place out there.
Yeah.
You know, so I ended up linking up with some cats from that were just from different parts of Dallas, and started fucking with them. And man, one thing led to another. I ended up going to prison. That's where I kind of perfected my craft. Like, just kind of learn, widen my vocabulary a little bit. You know, get more in tune with counting my bars and get more in rhythm and shit. So, yeah.
That's what's up, bro, man. So, how the music thing work out for you? What was that?
So I ended up messing up 2 deals, man. I ended up messing up a Universal deal when I was young, when I first went to prison.
So you had a Universal deal.
Yeah, but this was the time. Yeah, this was the time when they were.
You my nigga, we gonna have to talk for real after this show.
All right, let me get one of them jokes. So
we gonna have to talk for real after this show.
So what had happened was, we was all rapping together. This was the time when Universal was picking everybody up from Texas. This was during that time. They had just picked up all them boys out of Houston. And then they had just came, they had picked up, they had just paid Louis G for DSR. They had just...
I thought they just got took. I thought they didn't get the whole DSR.
No, they gave Louis G money for DSR, right? And then, if I remember correctly, they turned around and gave Tum Tum and Big Tucker individual deals.
Tum Tucker individual, okay. Damn, so the whole DSR got signed, but nothing just happened with that.
I don't think they got signed. I think they just paid Louis G for like a certain amount for like a project or something. Like, I can't really remember the whole But I know Louis G had cashed out because supposedly he ended up breaking them off. But I know that they turned around and gave Tuck and Tum Tum an individual deal.
Yeah, I remember that. So you was in the mix, all that happening.
Yeah, so
you were lit, boy. Do you not know that?
So yeah. Well, at the time, like you know, you don't really process it like that, you know, until you get older. And then I was fucking around with after that happened, I was fucking around with 3 out there when he had that studio right there in Garland.
Oh, 3?
Yeah, through Mac. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's up. So what's up with the music career? You let it go? You gave it up?
So I don't actively like just be recording and shit. Like I do. I actually got a song for my daughter Ava that I'm gonna drop. Actually, I'm gonna get you to do the video for it. And but like I do right here and there, you know. But I'm more proactive with the business. You know, that takes up a lot of my time and stuff. You know, but like I told my cousin, man, I want to do a song for the company. Go ahead and put them on a verse or something.
You gotta do a jingle. Come on. Y'all gotta have a company.
Yeah.
And bro, I don't know if y'all see this chiropractor out of Dallas, bro. He be getting features from Big Tub. He be getting features from all around.
That Mexican dude?
Yeah, he's just a chiropractor.
Yeah.
His ass is a music video.
Yeah.
He done had Power Wall on that whole Bun B.
And he be rapping. See, so you can rap.
I think he want to be a rapper.
He can rap.
I think the nigga want to be a rapper, man.
We gonna call it.
Y'all do that. That's advertising.
Yeah.
Rap about logistics and whatever the fuck y'all do.
You ain't see that dude that's doing his name is Too Hot. He's doing a trucking album right now. He's a trucker. I swear to God. His name is Too Hot.
Album.
Yes, his name is Too Hot. I'm finna drop a trucker. We finna drop on Ice Baby. Yeah.
Ice Baby. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, say that's what's up, man. So you're not completely done with the music. You just
that's not something I'll ever be done with because it's a part of who I am.
It's a passion.
I ain't gonna lie, cause I start drinking. I be wanting to freestyle and ask her. I'm like, put a beat on, cuz I just start rapping, you know. So it's a part of who I am. You know, it makes me me. Just like I tell people, you know. Yeah, I grew up, you know, in the game coaching. You know, it's not something that I can stop doing. It's a part of who I am. Like every part of life, I picked up something, and it's a part of who I am. You know, yeah. So everything makes me who I am. So I'll never be doing music. No.
That's what's up. So we got Kinfolk here. Kinfolk, where was you at while all this shit was going on? Why you want to say sit your knucklehead ass down, boy?
I'm actually 10 years?
Yeah.
He got 10 years on me.
Oh, okay. So you.
So I was young.
Okay.
I was young. Yeah.
You was just a little G. Couldn't say shit. He probably would have kicked you in your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I ain't know what I was talking about then.
How was footwork for you? Was it the same? Cause like I said, coming from Dallas, man, y'all tell me it's gangster and
Yeah.
they be like, as a grown man, I go to Fort Worth to buy guns legally from a white dude out his house, and it be so suburban but I guess that's like Dallas, man. You can be in uptown.
Yeah.
And see they have their own private police, uptown police, and then go around the corner on Maple and be in the trenches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's like that everywhere. You know what I'm saying? There's trenches everywhere, man. Y'all remember that, man, and know that, man. It's just everywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy how different our lives went, and we did come from the hill, right? I did see kids getting jumped in. I had friends that was in gangs, you know?
Yeah.
To this day, I guess like you told him, like, maybe it was a part of me. Maybe it was just me, how I carried myself, even from a young kid. Because, man, I couldn't tell you why the hell I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, my biological father, I didn't have my real dad in my life, but I had a stepfather. And then, actually, when he came back, I forget, was that the 5 years?
Nah, that was when I came home off of that 1244A. I had caught another dope charge.
Yeah. Well, my mom just got divorced then, and so we was going through all this stuff, and he was home and everything, and man, we do some wild shit together. But
made him his first spread.
Yeah, some shit, man. But yeah, I don't know. I I think just maybe seeing it, right, and realizing, man, I don't want that shit for myself.
That's a smart young man.
You know what I mean? And so I graduated high school, and I think for like 3 months I was working. I just had a little factory job. Man, I hated that shit. Overnight, little water bottle factory shit, right?
Like that ain't neat.
Yeah, I was like, man, this ain't it. I gotta do something else. That's what made me join the Army. I was like, man, let me do something, at least get some benefits. Let me, you know what I mean, do something with my life, something I can at least be proud of. Tell my family, hey, I'm in the military type thing. So, and then from there, honestly, I mean, that took me to, I was stationed in Fort Bliss, El Paso. I wasn't too far. I was still in Texas.
Yeah, you going for a home and
Yeah.
El Paso?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, maybe just getting away from it. Because I've been gone until probably this last 2 years.
Yeah.
Around 2 years is when I finally,
You don't mind me asking.
25.
Okay.
Yeah.
Young Bug. You're
Yeah.
Young Bug in this thing.
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
Nah, that's what's up, bro. Say
Yeah.
anybody that's watching on live, any younger people that's listening,
Yep.
y'all take notes from this young man. Take notes from both of these young men. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, it's in a way, it's your choice.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I don't care how young you are. It's your choice. I'm like you, bro. Like, I hung with the gangsters and the killers. But I don't know what my mom instilled in me or what she put in me.
Yeah.
I ain't started smoking weed until I was a grown ass man. When niggas was smoking weed as a kid, I was like, y'all niggas crazy.
Man, I ain't had my
Those
first
still
drink.
my niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I ain't had my first drink till I got to the Army. Like, stuff like that.
Be
Like,
like that. Because
yeah,
it's about self-awareness. And
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I felt like you, as much as I was hanging with these niggas,
mm-hmm.
I was like, bro, jail ain't for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real.
Bro, I was like, jail ain't for me. And seeing people go to jail and like,
Yeah.
asking, bro, your kid from home yet? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's my
Yeah.
partner too. Your
Yeah.
cousin, my partner, and this nigga. And then some years go by and I stopped asking, and now we grown, and this nigga, nah, that ain't for me, fam.
Yeah.
That ain't for me, fam.
The time don't stop for you.
Time don't stop for no man, you
No,
hear me?
yep.
And I value my time.
Yep.
That's what I learned, bro. I don't know about y'all or other people. I value my time, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't never get it back, you know what I'm saying? All the time you lost in the cell, all the time anybody lost in the cell, y'all can't get that back. Now, I do some shady shit myself. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I'm still a street person, but it's just limits, you know what I'm saying? If I do go, it's going to be for a little, very little period.
Hey, nah, for real. Hey, it's funny because I tell her, I like, man, my dad went to prison, still pay phones and pages, come home, cars driving they selves, you can talk to your refrigerator and shit.
Same TV on the refrigerator.
Yeah.
The refrigerator orders groceries to you.
Yeah, you know.
You got eggs, what you like for?
Oh, man.
Leveling up, man.
Yeah.
So, what made y'all come together and be like, okay, we need to do this. We finna do this.
It started with me just going over to his crib, and this been on his mind for a minute. He told me, you know, for some years. You know, he been thinking about it. Yeah. And I remember going over there, and it started with just him kind of telling me, hey, he wanted to do this, and I was just like, okay, yeah, that sounds good. Hey, I believe in you, cuz let me know, I'll invest. That's how, just right there.
You a real one, my boy.
And every time I go, he tell me that we had the same talk. Well, finally he was like, look, cuz I'm trying to pull the plug on this. I'm really trying to do it. And it started with he's saying, hey, look, you a vet. There's benefits, for you. I think it'd be good. Let's get it in your name. We partner up and everything. Just for business, like smart for it, right?
Legal purpose.
Yeah.
Certain professional purposes.
Yeah.
My nigga smart, cause
And so-
he walking that hoe, they gonna be like, hell no, ain't
Give me that contract back.
They'll be like, yes, sir, we'd like to work with you.
Yeah. So
you smart, say,
yeah.
Cash out.
And we built-
Salute my nigga,
Yeah.
you heard me on me.
And we got that trust, and we family, and we know.
Yeah, that's
We ain't
what,
gotta worry
that's
about
what it
none of
all
that.
had to start with. Like, it really, like, I was just at night, like, do I feel like we had that trust factor?
Yeah.
Because it's important on both sides of
Both
it,
sides.
So, like, the more we would talk about it, and the more, like, me and my cousin always like, man, like, there's no reason. We had the same purpose, the same ambition. So, You know, so that trust ain't like I told him last time. Now, like certain things I already overstood. There's certain things we ain't got to worry about. That trust factor that builds the whole foundation. Now let's just focus on what's important.
Let's focus on the goal and the mission at hand, man.
Yeah.
So how long have y'all been actually at this, man?
So our LLC, we actually got it April 24th.
April 24th of this year.
Yes.
Okay, salute. Congratulations to both of you guys, man. For real, that's big shit, man. Come on now.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't black, but y'all brown. Y'all my brother still. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real.
So we got the business structured. We structured it after April. We got our LLC, got the business bank account, got our EIN. We went file for our authority, everything, our BOC3, UCR,
Talk
everything.
to some accountants, tax accountants and shit. You know, everything leading up to now has just really been setting it up structurally. So he put me on. He's called Mark the Mentor, right? Man.
Shout out my boy Mark, man.
Yeah. And that's what he does. That's his whole thing. He does interviews, podcasts, whatever, right? Phone calls. And he be calling these dudes, and it's about your logistics company, trucking company, whatever you want to call it. And they'll call him up. And I saw one just yesterday. I was watching one. This dude had been with this company for 3 years. Couldn't even tell him what his contract, like his pay terms were. Like stuff like that. Like real little stuff that you might think like.
Nah, that's important.
Yeah, but like, and just watching, you know, not to judge them, but just to learn from them. Their mistakes, all right, I ain't gonna fuck up.
You're supposed to do,
you know what I mean? Like,
and as a man, as real men, that's what we all should want from each other. Like, learn from my mistakes. Look at me and learn from my mistakes. Like you said, I ain't looking at you judged. I look at you because I fuck what you got going on. But if I see a mistake you made, I'm not finna do that. Even though I respect you, value your opinion, maybe even look up to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be, man. And I can tell you right now, bro, you destined for greatness. Like when this nigga said he watched my interview, I was like, okay, he said, let me see what the fuck I'm finna get into.
Yeah.
You're a smart man, bro. You're a smart man, bro.
Yeah.
I like that, man. He's a studier. You know what I'm saying? He gonna absorb some information. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up, bro. Y'all on the right plan. So how has the business been going and growing? Are y'all loving it, liking it, hating it? Is it a struggle? Is it easy?
So I think, go ahead, cuz, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so right now it's really early, right? And I say that, I mean, we got the actual business and everything, but I just went through CDL school.
Okay.
Right? And I just graduated. I just got my CDL.
Okay.
So that just opens doors for us, right?
What school you went to?
It's in Kickin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was troops to transport. I used my GI Bill, like veteran, shit. I went ahead and used that, but so the whole plan is for a year, I'm gonna go get that experience. You can't buy experience, right? We don't want to jump in to anything too. So we were, and then we had a mentor.
Yeah.
Right, we got on the phone with him, and he told us, he's like, hey man, y'all can, business plan's great. Y'all can make some real money. It's looking good, it's solid. He's like, look, this is the only thing I would recommend, right? Pump the brakes a little bit. So there's a real high percentage of people that get into like owner operator.
Yeah, the failure rates,
man, like 80, 90%. Like within the first year, they fail. Like, but and on top of that though, if you think about it, looking at like Mark the Mentor's videos with all these interviews with people, it's because they don't know stuff that now like we know. We like, duh, you need to know that. But we just learned. We learned it.
Like cost per mile or how to sustain your business or working capital.
Marketing, just, you know what I mean? You telling us stuff like that. So
all the time, and it's real random. You can have anything you want. You just gotta understand. You gotta have a plan to get there, and you gotta have understanding that it's not overnight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of them people fail because they're like, I'm gonna do this.
They want that quick dollar.
I'm gonna do this without saying, let me do my homework first.
Yes.
I want to do this, but let me do my homework before I do this.
Yeah. And the thing about it is everybody's got the idea in their head like, oh, let me do trucking because of the way it was during the pandemic.
Right.
Everybody was getting paid off of this shit.
Everybody.
And so now that with the tariffs, and rates are going down because, you don't have, the freight's really not there, and they're like, oh, everybody's taking cheap freight. Now some people are understanding their cost per mile, what it takes to sustain their business, and they're able to take these loads, or just the fact that, like you said, they coming in here and they jumping in here first. Cause that's, I ain't gonna lie, like we was on the track to, hey, let's go get the truck, let's go do this until we talk to the mentor.
Yeah.
And we're like, you know what? Let's take a year. Let's see what the market does.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, let's kind of see what's going on. You know, he went to CDL school, like we said. He's gonna go work for a company. It allows us to understand the market, to allow us to understand what our competitors are charging. What do we do if the truck breaks down and you're way in Wyoming? You know, what are we supposed to do? Drive a whole nother truck to Wyoming and then go get the load, you know? So it allows us to understand the business in a way that a lot of people aren't approaching it.
Yeah.
You know, so like I tell him, it allows us to structure it in a way that other people can't. We know how to sustain the business. We have the working capital. We're able to expand, you know, get in, get out, and go on to something else.
Because that's the goal, to scale up. That's the goal.
Yeah.
Pause. Do y'all hear my boy Castro speaking? Do this nigga sound like a gangster to y'all, man? This is a whole professional business, man. Stop playing with my boy, man. Stop playing with my boy. Say, man, I salute y'all, bro. Y'all got any trucks on the roads yet?
No.
So this part in our journey, I think, is kind of building up our name, getting ourselves out there.
The brand awareness.
Right, brand awareness, all this, right? Because I think if we were to wait until it's time to get on the road, until like we now actively looking for loads, ain't nobody heard about you.
You're playing catch up.
Yeah, you're playing catch up now.
You know.
So if we could start it now, and it's crazy how life works. I used to work with a dude, and I told him our idea about the business, right? And crazy enough, he was like, hey, you know what? My dad, he been in that business for like 20 years or some shit. Gave me his number. I hit him up. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna hook you up with some dudes that run their own business. You know what I mean? So it's just networking. It's just getting that, we understand now that talking, you doing interviews, doing whatever it is, we're gonna get our name out there. Maybe somebody will reach out to us.
In real talk.
You know what I mean?
Cause bro been having the picture, his profile picture. Bro, I thought y'all active for months.
Yeah.
Bro, I thought y'all active for months, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, but so submitted to the man. It's working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I already had in my head who to book if I needed to move some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For real.
Y'all ain't even active yet. You know what I'm saying? For real, but that's how it's supposed to be, man.
Yeah.
Like I told him, that's the only way to see where the market is. You know, you don't want to go buy a piece of equipment and just have it sitting there, you know, for months and months and months, and you just dry ass paying the insurance on it.
Right.
You know, so, and then he's getting ready to get on the road as a team driver. So the dude he's driving with has been in the industry for what?
11 years.
11 years.
So I'm able to pick his brain too.
So not only you getting the experience, you getting a whole nother mentor with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up, and I know you. I know he gonna absorb. He probably learned whatever he's supposed to learn to pass and know to do. And I'm sure he paying attention to everything else too, like stuff that they ain't even saying. Pay attention to. I'm sure you pay attention. It's gonna be good. Now, Castro, from the streets to professional business, is there any similarities? What's the major differences between?
Just the product.
That's the only difference.
And then you have to also understand when you're running a business from the streets, it's more the financial understanding of it all. You know, like I said, having the working capital, you know, because you're going to make a flip. You're like, oh, yeah, I'm good. You know, you're going to go get your little re-up and then you're just going to blow the rest, you know. But you don't have to worry about a piece of equipment if it breaks down. You know, maintenance. You don't have to worry about insurance. You don't have to worry about your annual reinstatements. You know, you don't have to worry about tolls when you're trucking these loads. You know, so so like I said, it's just the financial breakdown of it all.
Do you feel like people still as shady and business as they are in the streets?
Oh yeah, it's cutthroat. It's cutthroat, especially in the trucking industry. You know, because everybody wants that direct shipper contract. They don't want to have to go through a middleman. They want to be able to go straight to the warehouse, pick up this stuff. So when it comes to that, yeah, it's cutthroat. Like, you know, because I'm trying to take the food off your plate.
Right.
You know, I got a family to feed. You know, you don't know how to run your business. That ain't my problem. You know, so yeah, it's very cutthroat. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy, and that's what I get from a lot of business owners. Like, even though it's business, it's still it's still cutthroat. I'm saying cutthroat. I'm about to say it's still street. I ain't gonna say it's still street, but it's still dog eat dog word.
It's the same thing. You ain't working your corner right or your product ain't right. Guess what? Hey,
Guess what?
Out to next.
I got to feed my family. You know, so
That's real.
yeah.
That's real. That's not fake, man.
Yeah.
Anything y'all want to tell the people, man? Anything? New music coming out? When y'all gonna be up on the road? How to get in contact with y'all? What y'all want to say to the people?
So yeah, we got the Facebook, the TFE. You can look me up, TFE STRO. The Instagram is TFE around the clock. We got emails. You can go on there, catch our information off of there. My cousin finna get on the road come August. So he'll be dropping little life on the road.
Yeah, some videos.
Little videos for
Yeah,
y'all.
little blogging.
Yeah.
So
Day in the life of the trucker, whatever, you know what I mean? You know,
Get
so
another bag.
yeah.
Get another bag.
You see what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and then you know, we gonna, you know, we just gonna take the people on the journey with us. You know, just so they can kind of see the day to day of just trying to get a startup business going.
Yeah.
You know,
So understand that, like you said, it ain't overnight.
Ain't
You
overnight.
know what I mean? It ain't. So, but yeah.
Let me see what my assistant want to tell me real quick. You know what I'm saying? Before we sign out, man, with his slow typing ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But shout out to you guys, man. Cause like I see the greatness on y'all. I feel it on y'all. I've been up feeling on you. I told you that when I first met you. I'm like, bro, this ain't your first time back, rap. Like,
nah, for real.
I swear, bro, I'm just gonna get back to it, bro. I'm like,
Yeah.
if more people just carry themselves and conduct themselves in a professional manner, I stayed ready to work with this nigga. He got free shit from me just because like I was bored. And niggas that I came from the mud with ain't on their business and ain't on, oh, bro, you free. I'm finna pull up on you with this camera. We finna shoot some shit, you know what I'm saying? Man,
You gotta be ahead of the game, man.
Yep.
Nah, for real. I feel that nigga on that. What all type of product will y'all be shipping? Cause my boy say we y'all be shipping like big shit like cars and boats. He say y'all coming soon, man. And he gonna need that transport.
So
I feel him on that, man. Y'all coming soon. So Cybertruck might need to be transported because I flew to wherever the fuck I'm at. Bro, nah, for real.
he done brought that boy from Saudi Arabia.
Say for real, boy, y'all gonna be transporting. Do y'all have any plans on what y'all gonna be transporting or what?
We do.
Yeah, so my cousin, he loves the flatbeds, man. So that they'll pull your yacht.
That's where the scaling comes in, though, because right now what we're gonna start with
a box truck. So we'll do freight, usually B2B, business to business, or final mile. So like whenever your package gets to Dallas, and it needs to be dropped off at your door. So that's final mile. Like big and bulky, which is moving. You know, stuff. So just kind of, you know, just see where the market is. You know, my OTR, you know, my cousin's gonna do OTR over the road. So that's going from state to state.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for real. Like.
Yeah, so when you're going over the road, it's interstate. When you're going out of state, and then we stay in state, it's interstate. So, yeah.
So
I know y'all said you're gonna start with the box truck, but do y'all ever plan on being like, y'all know them trucks that be like, I think they call super loads. Y'all know super loads?
Yeah, like over dimensionals. Yeah, so it's too wide, too long.
Too wide for the street.
That's a flatbed.
Yeah, that's flatbed. So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
where
where
that
the scaling up comes.
Ooh,
So after
they
the
be taking over whole roads like they have like
and they pay them like for crazy shit. Like they got tarp pay. So if they request a tarp on the load, that's extra pay. I
believe the bag is big because somebody told me the drivers that's in front, that's in a regular SUV, they got lights on, they get a bag.
Yep.
The people in a regular car that don't do nothing with the diesel, that's driving in front and behind the super loads, bro, they get a bag, bro. Driving in the middle of the street.
I'll tell you, the money's there as long as you do it the right way. You know, you do it the right way, and you know, just not out here desperate and shit. You know,
finding that niche. Like we talk.
Yeah, finding that niche, your specialty. You know, whether it's because he's got a TWIC card, which gives him access to boat ports and marinas and airports. You know, so that in itself is a specialty.
Getting your
know?
endorsements,
Yeah.
hazmat, tanker,
stuff. Yeah.
double, triples.
That's where the money's
Just
at.
certain things you can pull.
Nah, for real, nah, that's
But
what's
yeah.
up, man. Y'all is super lit, boy. Like, I ain't know it was that deep, for real. I thought it was just
Hop in a truck.
I swear, I
Yeah,
thought it was
yeah.
get a box truck, and I'm so moving, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I'm so
Yeah.
y'all got the shit. Damn, man, I can't wait to, I'm ready for the next interview already, you know what
Nah,
I'm
for
saying?
real.
Y'all gonna be big shit. I'm gonna be big shit. We gonna be big shit.
Together, yeah.
And I'll be like, yeah,
I know that.
How can you see shit my side truck for real?
Nah, bro. We got it.
Yeah.
I'm finna go up north for a little bit.
Yeah, like that interview, the one that I watched.
Yeah.
It was like a year later with old dude tattooing.
Oh yeah, with Travis Slim.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
a year
Travis
later,
Slim,
man,
yeah.
and my boy,
So it'd be crazy to see
shout
where
out
we
to
at.
Travis Slim, bro. Like, bro, first interviewed him, 1 unit in a storefront, of probably 8 units. How many? Probably 8 to 7 to 8, 6 to 8. In a storefront of probably 6 to 8 units, he owned 4 of them now.
See what I'm saying? It's
Whoa.
it's understanding like you're working capital, you know? It's understanding your budget, what you got to work with, you know, and
Bro, had a big shout out to Travis Slim, man.
nah, for real.
For real, man. One more time before we get out of there, man. Tell the people where to find y'all at. You know what I'm saying? Had to tap in with y'all. Had to link up.
Man, TFE Logistics, you hear me? Facebook is TFE. On Instagram is TFE around the clock. You know, you can't miss us. Email TFE LLC25.8 at gmail.com, man. You get at us.
Yes, sir. This your boy 3400 King, man. And you have been kicking it with King, man. This been a great show, man. Shout out to my boys. You know what I'm saying? TFE Logistics, man. Make sure y'all tap in with them boys, man. Make sure y'all get it in for the win, man. You dig? 3400 King, man. You know what's going on this end.
The shooter, shooting shit the right way.
They didn't want me up, but I got up and nashed up. They didn't want to see me win, but I won and now they fuck. They hate and envy me, but I'm at that shit like what's up. I don't want no smoke, but I still keep it tough. Yeah, they didn't want me up, but I got up and nashed up. They didn't want to see me win.